We're following new developments in Australia where the jury in the mushroom murder trial has delivered its verdict, finding Erin Patterson guilty on all counts. The 50-year-old was charged with 3 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder after feeding her in-laws a Beef Wellington lunch made with poisonous death cap mushrooms 2 years ago. CNN's Ivan Watson is joining us from Hong Kong with the latest. Good to see you, Ivan. So much interest in this death cap mushroom murder trial during the weeks of testimony. The prosecution certainly had a great deal of evidence. Just take us through the jury's decision.
Right. Well, this was a unanimous decision, 12 jury members who deliberated over the course of 6 days. And as you noted, a guilty verdict on all 4 charges, 3 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder against the chief suspect here. This was the 50-year-old mother of 2, Erin Patterson, who almost 2 years ago invited 5 people to lunch. They were her estranged husband, her mother and father-in-law, and then her mother-in-law's sister and husband and her husband. The mother and father-in-law died of organ failure and poisoning as a result of the lunch. The sister of the mother-in-law, Heather Wilkinson, also died, and her husband, Ian Wilkinson, survived after spending weeks in coma, and the estranged husband canceled and did not attend the lunch at the last minute. Now, the meal that was served was Beef Wellington, and there was no question in the trial about what killed the guests. It was death cap mushrooms that had been added to the Beef Wellington. The prosecution accused Erin Patterson, of hiding the death cap mushrooms and giving herself a different portion of the food that didn't have these deadly mushrooms in them. That was something that she and her defense attorney denied. They said this was all a terrible mistake. It's not clear which evidence convinced the jury unanimously to issue the guilty verdicts here, but there certainly was a lot of lying that happened in the hours and days and weeks after this poisoning took place on the part of Erin Patterson. She admitted to lying to police. She said that she panicked. She remotely wiped her phone after it had been taken in custody by the police. She lied about buying a dehydrator, which was used to dehydrate the death cap mushrooms, which she had picked herself. And one important part of this trial, Lynda, was that the prosecution did not have to prove any real motive. So we don't really know what the motive was. The defense argued there was no motive. Why would Erin Patterson, despite her sharp differences with her estranged husband, seek to kill the grandparents of her own 2 children? This attracted a tremendous amount of attention. There were 4 podcasts about this. The trial went on for some 9 weeks. A lot of international attention as well, even some graffiti art about Erin Patterson seen in one Australian city. But the end result was that her defense did not work. She is likely to spend now decades behind bars. The sentencing is expected sometime in the future.
All right.
Lynda.
Ivan Watson for us in Hong Kong. Good to have you staying across this developing story for us. Thank you.